Hi, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for joining our program today. Well, today is 1 year on after the collapse of Lehman Brothers. What lesson do you think we learned from it?
When Lehman Brothers collapsed, it sent sort of fairly strong signals around the world because the financial markets, I think at the time, thought that they were too big to fail. But the United States government decided not to rescue Lehman. And as a result, around the few days before and after it happened, there were a lot of rumors in Wall Street about, who's going to go next, etc., and all that. But happily, we haven't actually seen any sort of big failures in that sense. But of course, the backlash on the world global economy through the loss of investor confidence, institutional confidence, banks that had money weren't lending to other banks, let alone to customers. SMEs were particularly badly hit around the world, and likewise in Hong Kong. So I think the various governments and central banks reacted fairly rapidly in terms of producing their own economic stimulus packages, and therefore, after a while, stabilized the market, although the economic data, even into this year, in 2009, is still southbound in terms of, say, for instance, for Asia, in terms of exports. So I think lessons to be learned is that, God forbid, if ever it happened again, I think the governments and the central banks probably are better equipped today to tackle similar issues than they might have been, 5 years ago.
So about yourself, have you found your life very much different from before in the past 12 months?
Past 12 months, there have been moments, where one wonders, where the world economy is going. And I think if you look at the unemployment rate, I think probably what disturbed me most, financial markets aside, and economy aside, were really the ordinary person in the street. And we really didn't feel the full brunt of it, in a sense that a lot of us are still lucky that we're employed. Maybe we have a salary freeze or salary reduction, and the SMEs, like other markets, are kind of struggling with credit. But much to the credit of Hong Kong people, we have experienced over the past 30, 40 years these sort of enormous volatile movements, and it makes us stronger, so to speak. But I think at the end of the day, I think in terms of the economy, I think it's important to the ordinary person that we try and do our best.
Have you ever lost sleep when you heard Lehman collapse?
I'm not sure I lost sleep as such, but and maybe that's because I'm a lawyer and you can switch off. But I was certainly up into the early hours of the morning, following developments in Wall Street and in the European markets. And as I said, those few days, when Lehman collapsed, Hong Kong was actually fortunate in the sense that our market was closed for a holiday. But on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, our market fell 1,700 points nearly. But by Friday, it had all gone back to the pre-Lehman level of about 19,400. And 1 year on, we are sort of in the 21,000 range. So a lot has happened in the past year, a lot of ups and downs. And if you look at the Hang Seng Index and the volatility, investors should really, really be very vigilant and very careful in terms of this volatility.
Thank you very much for joining our program. I really appreciate it. You have a review of the Lehman Brothers for us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.